Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Raz of 7 by Raz. I haven't been uploading videos for a while, but today I'm excited to share with you how I created my rotating display. I use this at my indoor and outdoor markets, and I just use hooks, and the hooks just go into the pegboard, and you just hang your earrings or whatever else you're selling. I'm just going to bring the camera closer so you can see what I'm talking about. So it's four-sided of pegboard wood. That's the wood with tiny holes. It's 24 high, 18 wide. And what I like about the one that I created, it has a door. So we have all this space inside. I used magnetic push lock. I have some hooks inside that I'm going to be hanging things. I have all this space at the bottom. Most of the ones you see being sold online do not have a door. So you have all this space in here that is unusable. So that's why I like mine that has a door. So stay tuned and I'll show you how I did it. So you have the dimensions written on the side, but for this project, you're gonna need 4 pieces of the pegboard wood. That's the one with the many holes. You need 2 plywoods, one for the bottom, one for the top. Mine are 1/2 inch tall. And then you need 1x2s. I need 4 of them to create the shell. You need wood glue. You need nails. You need your magnetic lock. You need everything you need for this project. You'll see it as we go along. So the first thing I do is I apply wood glue to the 1x2s, and then I attach them at the ends of the bottom piece. Make sure your 1x2 is aligned or flush with the sides, and this is important because you do not want to have any gaps at the end. Well, 25 minutes later, after the bottom wood has set, you want to repeat the same process to the bottom of the 1x2s, and then you are going to put the bottom piece. It can be bottom or top, don't matter, they're both the same. So you'll do the exact same process this time for the other side. And I also, once that is done, I make sure the edges are flush and straight, and then wait 25 minutes for the wood to set before I try to hammer anything in. I used nails for the corners to hold the pieces together. Once that is done, as you can see, this is the shell or the skeleton. All the 4 sides are connected. And I know you can see the plywood, it looks raw and doesn't look very attractive, but that doesn't matter. We're going to cover all those pieces with the side pieces. So I have hammered in 4 nails, 1 in each corner. So the top has 4, there's 1 here, 1 here, and 1 at the other 2 corners. And the same is true with the bottom pieces. So I have a nail at each end, and that just holds the skeleton together, ready for the next section. Once the skeleton is dry and you have added the nails and secured the sides to the top and the bottom, we are now going to add the sides. Remember, there's 4 pieces of this guy. So the whole front will be covered completely. If you measured correctly, you will not have any gaps at the bottom or the top or the sides. And because I'm adding a door on my rotating display, the one piece will have hinges, and then all you want to do is make sure you know what side you want to open. I'm right-handed, so my door opens from the right. And then the other 3 pieces will have to be secured using screws, or you can use nails. Keep watching and you'll see how I got to that part. Unfortunately, when I did this first side, I failed to press the record button, so most of the beginning part is missing, but you'll see the entire process in the next few clips. But this piece has already been secured with the bead of glue, and it's been held together. It's been 25 minutes, and now I'm going to pre-drill the holes. I like to pre-drill the holes because it helps with screwing. It makes screwing much easier. I used about 3/4 inch screws. So each side I pre-drilled 3 holes, and then the top and bottom I pre-drilled 2 holes each. Make sure you pick screws that are not longer than the piece you're working with. My pegboard is 1/4 inch, and the piece behind is 1 inch, so you don't want to get too tall. I mean too long. That's why my screws are 3/4 inches. Right now I'm screwing in, and you can see the pre-drilled holes make it easier for the screw to go in. And so we're going to repeat this process to all the holes that we pre-drilled. Right now I'm going to show you the process that I missed in the first step, which is applying a bead of glue, a skinny bead of glue, all 4 corners. I spread it out with my fingers again, and then just hold it together. And since this is the last piece, I just put the whole piece of skeleton on the ground. It's been 25 minutes, and now I'm going to pre-drill the holes as I did the first 2 times. Once that is done, we are going to insert the screws. Again, about 3 screws on each side and about 2 screws at the top and the bottom. So now you can go ahead and mark where you're going to attach your hinges. So there are the 2 marks, and I'm going to just pre-drill on those marks. There's a bunch of videos on YouTube showing you how to do the hinges or insert them, so I'm not going to go in details about how to do that, but all you need is the screws in the hinge and screws in the door. Right now I'm inserting the screws into the skeletal piece, and I already pre-drilled the holes in the door piece. I'm going to insert the screws into the door through the hinges, and then I also did not show you the part that I put the lock, but same thing, you pick a spot to insert the lock. It's very straightforward, so you can find a bunch of YouTube tutorials showing you how to do that. So now this is the bottom part of the display. I am going to mark where I'm going to put the Lazy Susan. I just draw a line from corner to corner, and that helps me center the piece of Lazy Susan. A Lazy Susan, this one I bought it on Amazon, but you can find them at Home Depot, Home Hardware, any of your local hardware stores. They usually have the 4 corners where you can screw them into the piece you're working with. So now I'm gonna go ahead and pre-drill the holes again, and then once I'm done pre-drilling, I'm going to put in the screws, and the whole piece is done. This was a fun project. I really enjoyed creating my very own display, rotating display for my markets. It's big enough so it can hold all my items that I'm planning to sell. I really love how the project came together. I ended up painting it. It's just a beautiful project. I'll be uploading a lot of videos showing you how I prepare for my markets. So if you're interested in having successful shows, follow me, like this video, and make sure you watch my other videos that I'll be uploading. Thank you for watching, and hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Once that is done, you're going to screw in your hinges. There's a bunch of videos on YouTube that show you how to attach hinges. Like I said, this piece is very big. I have to move the camera up and down. So I didn't really show this part, but it's pretty straightforward. So now you're going to retrieve the last piece. I already pre-drilled, and all I'm gonna do is attach it using screws. So now this is the bottom part of the finished product. I use crayons to draw a line from one corner to the other. So now I have an X, which will help me center this piece exactly. So this piece usually have 4 holes where you're supposed to drill and put your screws. So you just make sure each hole is aligned to one of the lines that you drew, and this will help you center it. Go ahead and do what we've been doing before by pre-drilling the holes. Again, this piece is called a Lazy Susan. I got this from Amazon, but you can get them from your local hardware stores. Once you've pre-drilled, you want to now screw in. Make sure your screws are flush so the thing can rotate without any obstructions. And here we go. This is the finished product. It is beautiful. I ended up painting it because I didn't like the other color, and it kind of matches the work that I do. I work with leather. Like I said, I have hooks in there. I have a lot of space inside. Make sure you follow me, subscribe, like this video, and I'll see you in the next video.